Cool.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Thank you, brother.
Yeah, we're rolling. We're rolling. Okay, let me introduce this here.
Let's do it.
Okay, so we're in a new spot right now. The first time for Chris and I in this new podcast studio. And this is one of the first podcasts. This is the first podcast of the 2026 year. And so I'm honored to have my first guest, Chris Kills.
Let's go.
So basically, man, I want to talk about a few things. I want to talk about the UFC fights. I want to talk about what's been going on with you and your music. You're a musician by trade and professional musician.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, we can take it pretty much anywhere. So let's start, in my mind, I think the first place to start is what's been going on with your fucking music, man? What's new?
Oh, man, it's been great. Well, I decided this year to take a break.
Take a break?
Yeah. From performing live.
Performing live, okay.
Yeah. Because
Why is that?
Oh, man, I had like a pretty sobering moment. And it's funny we're using the word sobering because I was drunk when I found out. And
you're doing Dry January, too.
I'm doing Dry January, dude. I'm not smoking weed. I'm not smoking anything.
What's the reason behind that?
I was December. I was way too fucking hammered. Most of December. So the holidays got to me. You know, it's a lot of like pressure, but it's just a fucking excuse. I was just like overindulging a bit, and you know, whenever someone says, "Oh, I'm sober now," there's always like that person that's gonna be curious, like, "Well, what was the low?" There's always something like, "What did you do? Did you fucking run through the street naked, yelling murder, or like what happened?" You know? And for me, it was that. Yeah, I did that. I'm just kidding. No, for me, I don't know, just not getting good sleep, and then I was noticing I was being more forgetful about things, which is what happens when you don't get a lot of sleep. I was really delirious. And I was really confrontational, and I knew like neurologically something was going on. Because I had been drinking like a lot since I was like 15, just to not beat around the bush. You know, I'm in music, so it's everywhere. You know what I mean? A lot of people show their gratitude by buying you drinks. Like, hey man, you want a drink? I'm like, nah, but you could buy my album. That'd be great. Then it get weird. It's like, you're not going to support me, but you want me to get drunk? What the fuck, dude? So I just decided like I'm going to do this Dry January bullshit. And yeah, it's been fucking miserable. Nah, kidding. It's been great. You know, like I just feel more healthy, man. I feel more like clear-headed and more like focused, but I guess that being said, I decided I need to take a break from performing live because my last show was in December, and apparently it wasn't my best show, and that hurt.
You bombed?
Dude, I wouldn't say bombed because I my sister didn't want to tell me. She was there at the show, and she's like, I've been waiting to talk to you about this. I'm like, wait, I thought it was good, you know? And she's like, we need to talk, you know, because she knows how good I could be. You know what I mean? I'm not saying I bombed. It's like I like to use like Dave Chappelle's metaphor about like how he does stand up. He always says like, you know, I'm a pilot, you know, and we might get some turbulence. I'll land the plane. Like turbulence is like kind of like bombing or kind of like not messing up a little bit. You're messing up a little bit. So that's kind of what happened. I had a lot of turbulence that night. My voice wasn't as good as it could be. I missed a couple of notes. You know what I mean? Stuff like that.
Okay.
And when I see a decline in that aspect, that tells me like, you got to take a break, dude. You're putting too much on your plate. You know, take a break from performing, and that's what I'm doing now. So now I'm focusing on songwriting and doing a lot of pre-production for my next record. So yeah, no more.
What is pre-production consist of?
Pre-production consists of like rough demos. For example, I have a Focusrite. It's like a little interface. You have the same interface, I believe, at one point.
Scarlett T2R.
Scarlett, that's it. Yeah, and it only has 2 inputs, which is just enough for a rough demo. Meaning nothing professional sounding, nothing crazy. But having a rough demo is really good to have before going into an actual studio because it creates kind of like a blueprint for what you're going to do. And you give the song like the 2-day test. Like you record it, and then 2 days later you hear it. If it still sounds good, then you got a good song. Or you might be like, maybe I should extend the verse here. Or maybe I should make the chorus more hooky or stuff like that. So I'm doing a lot of pre-production at the moment.
And you're using the audio interface to record? Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes. You could plug your guitar directly into the interface.
Okay.
You could plug in a microphone for vocals or an acoustic guitar. You could take 2 microphones, plug it into the 2 inputs, and you could record drums, just like 2 overhead mics.
Oh, shit, okay.
Yeah. You'd be surprised at how you could manipulate that sound.
So that's pre-production?
That's pre-production.
Gotcha. Yeah. And then based off that, if it sounds okay, you're like there's something here, and let's explore more, and let's do this more?
I listen to it not with an expectation of an audio performance, more of like a structural one. Like you hear the song as a whole, and then you're like, okay, maybe I should, do something different here musically. But it's good to hear that level of pre-production as opposed to your iPhone recording. It gives you a better idea of what it's going to sound like in a real studio or a professional studio. So yeah, that helps me. Figure out what I need to do.
Cool.
Yeah.
So you're focusing on pre-production as opposed to performing live, and that all came about from a mediocre performance when you were turned up in December.
Yeah. That was a beautiful summary.
Yeah.
Turned up December really put me on my ass.
Cool, man. That's for one, man, like the first time I met you, I was like, this dude is a really unique dude, because musicians, they are, from my experience, musicians or like YouTubers, they're all in on what they're doing, and they're not really a part of the 9 to 5 world, right? Everybody needs to make money, and the sort of artists are more focused on like, let me just do this, and sort of the 9 to 5 is just sort of the way that I make, pay rent or whatever the fuck, put food on the table.
Yeah.
And so I was like, this dude is like a really unique dude, and I can tell you're an artist because you're just like had the I don't give a fuck attitude. Yeah. Right. And so I'm like, this is very, very, very cool. Like, and then we started having some more familiarity with the UFC whenever we saw each other at 28 West.
Yeah, that's the lore, is running into you at 28 West. After we did a pod on music, not knowing that we were both fans.
Okay, so that's what it was. We did pod first.
We did the music pod.
First, and then after we got some more commonality with finding the UFC.
I was like, Marty, what the hell are you doing here? You're like, what are you doing here?
Yeah,
like, dude, I'm a huge fan. And
yes.
You're like, what? And then that was crazy.
So maybe we can transition into UFC and talk a little bit more about that, and then maybe circle back into music if there's more to talk about, or is there more to talk about right now?
We definitely have time. We have about an hour.
Yeah.
So we could come back to it. Yeah, okay. We can get this UFC stuff going, which I'm really excited about.
So that's some of the things that we connect on, Chris and I, is music. And I really appreciate the fact I went to go see you perform live, and that fucking show was pretty awesome.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, so I was like, man, that's really cool. Your band has I've seen you twice. I've seen you at I think like a bar in like Boyle Heights.
Actually, not far from here.
Yeah, I've seen you at a bar in Boyle Heights, and then I seen you at a brewery. And what city was that?
It's Montebello, Angry Horse Brewery, I believe. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that was the one.
Shout out.
And both of those times, you guys were like fucking great. Like, I have been listening to music and going to live performances for a very long time. That's one of my favorite things that I hold like dear to my heart is live music.
Yeah.
And musicianship. And you guys are great. You guys like your band's fucking good. You're an amazing talent. And so I was like, dude, I appreciate that about you. And so fucking like let's chat, let's explore, let's talk about it, let's promote it, because it's tough to get any sort of recognition for being a musician or being a podcaster, whatever the fuck. So let's talk about it more and let's help each other out.
That was great, and it came at a perfect time in my life, brother. It was a 2020, which is
2020.
It's like almost 6 years ago is when you hit me up to do this, and you know what, here and there I'd circle back and look at that podcast just to like see like reminisce. I do a little bit because that was such a weird year for me. For everybody, for Christ, it was globally weird, Sure, yeah. Globally Weird is the next record name. I'm just kidding. But it was globally weird for everybody. And I just look back like, damn, this is a time that will hopefully never repeat itself. But it was a really interesting time for me personally as well. And you kind of like created this great like memory for me now. Because it's one thing to hear a song from when you were during that time, like 2020. But it's another thing to see like, sit it down, see you talking.
Yes.
It's just so...
And this will be another one.
Yeah, that's so weird, but yeah. Maybe when we look back in 2032, like another 6 years and be like, holy shit.
And that's kind of been a social digital footprint for everybody to kind of see what they were like when, when they were younger. And I have so many videos on Facebook of me just talking about sort of my mindset and how I'm feeling. And I can go back to that and see all of those videos about where I was at when I was 23, when I was 25, when I was 27, and have many YouTube videos. And this podcast is kind of like, for me, a little bit of a legacy to where, my children hopefully will watch this and can be able to see this and look at it as like a relic, like, fuck, like this is dad or this is grandpa.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like this is a moment captured in time. January 21st, 2026. Like this is captured. It's not just in our memory. This shit is captured, what we're talking about here, which is pretty fucking wild.
It's wild. Back then it was paintings.
It's
paintings. It's funny. I always used to say like, like catfishing people, like filters, you know what I mean? Making people look more attractive.
Yeah.
That wasn't a new thing. Like I'm pretty sure like if I was like some old English fucking dumbass like lord, I would be like, dude, make me fucking 6'2" at least. Make me like have perfect skin and shit.
Exactly.
But I digress. The relics, yeah. I mean, back then it was paintings. Now it's like literal fucking videos, and the internet is forever. It's fucking forever. Even if YouTube shuts down, you'll be floating around somewhere in the ether. Which is wild as fuck, dude. And if you're looking at this in 2032, which interesting that you are. I hope we're still a country. I hope.
Who knows what will happen?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, man.
Who knows what will happen? And I think probably to think about that is fun. To think about things happening in the future is fun. I think the real challenge of everybody is to focus on the present.
Yeah.
To focus on the present right now. We're having this conversation right here, right now. Tomorrow's not promised. You or I could go home, driving home, die.
There's some wood to knock on, man.
Right? Like, fucking, that could fucking really happen. I had a coworker, 21 years old, right? This is at the current company that I work for. I go on a trip to go snowboarding or something like that last year. When I come back, another one of my coworkers who's sitting next to me, I'm like, hey, so like anything happen over the weekend? Or anything happened during the, my time off? He's like, dude, this person passed away. I'm like, shut the fuck up. 21 years old. We had a meeting earlier in the week where he was just talking about his goals and his aspirations to do this and that. Fucking sad, bro. I mean, I'm sure you know people who've passed away young.
Yeah.
Right? And that shit's crazy. So this is the present time. And, let's enjoy it. We're right here, right now. You're fucking on your path.
Yeah.
You're sober. You're trying to do your thing. You're doing your thing.
Dude, you know what? I'm glad you brought that up. Because it's nice to reminisce on people who didn't come to 2026 with us, that stood back in 2025. Because, like, dude, I failed to mention December, this isn't like a fucking Oprah episode. Like, I don't think we're going to cry together. But, like, in December, I did lose a friend who was 25 years old, my coworker. It was a hit and run. And they just left him there. They just took off. It's really unfortunate.
They hit him in a car.
In a car.
Okay.
And he was walking home.
He was walking home. Shit.
Yeah, and he got hit. Those fucking freeway entrances. By God damn it, if y'all are watching at home, be careful, because they ain't got no lights, a lot of them. They're just a freeway entrance. People just fucking gun through. I just got back from San Francisco, and I was, like, crossing a freeway. And this is, like, a week before my friend passed away. I told my manager who was with me, we were about to cross. He was going to cross casually, and I'm like, yo, hold on. And I'm like, I don't give a fuck. It's in San Fran, so it's, like, weird Teslas and driverless cars.
Waymos and shit.
Waymos, the ones that have, like, they look like the Devo hats. Like, and I was in front, like, I'm crossing, But yeah, dude, he got hit and run, and he was in his brain dead, and then they took out the plug on Christmas Day, and so that didn't help too. He was 25, and that didn't help. He was a good friend of mine. And then in November, I lost another friend like a month prior, Jeff Garcia, who people know, he's a very famous comedian. He did the voice of Sheen on Jimmy Neutron. And I had started comedy at the time. I was trying comedy out when I was younger, like 23 years old. And I got to open for him, which was pretty cool. And I didn't know he was the voice of Sheen. I just thought he was just like a raunchy Mexican comedian. He's fucking amazing, phenomenal, like a legend. And then, but I was always wondering, like, how does this guy have so much money? You know? And then I found out this motherfucker was the voice of Sheen on Jimmy Neutron.
So he got paid.
So he got paid fat. And then, so I would run into him randomly. And then last time I saw him, I was with my girlfriend at the time, and he tried to like rope us in a three-way with him. He was a really funny guy, you know. I was like, what are you doing, bro?
How'd he die?
He didn't take care of himself is what I'm hearing. I think it was like I think he like fell and then like he never recovered, you know.
How old was he?
He was like, I think late 50s, early 60s, not too old, you know, Jeff. And you know, that sucked too. And then in March, another friend of mine died. So it's like 3 in 1 year, and it just kind of like it hit, you know. And it's like a constant reminder of like nothing is forever. The older you get, the more you realize mortality and how precious time is.
For sure.
You know,
You feel your health kind of deteriorating.
Yeah, it's fucked up. It sucks, dude. And at May 33, this is going to determine how the rest of your life is going to go in your
Really?
30s. This is what they say in between 30 and
Yeah.
40. However you leave this decade is how the rest of your life is going to be. So that's why I think this sobriety thing was perfect for me, you know, and working out. And yeah, I just don't want to be one of these 40-year-olds that like fucking, you know, trips on an ice cube and is in bed for a week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Totally, yeah. I mean, I've been working out not consistently on and off since I was real young, and still been consistently fucking gaining weight and getting unhealthier. And so it mainly is due to eating probably sugar, fucking not eating right.
Mm-hmm.
But I could imagine if I never worked out or if I didn't have a conscious thought of health to eat healthy,
Yeah.
I would be in fucking bad shape, dude. Bad shape. And so having an awareness of health is extremely important. I'm 38. I'll be 38 in March. And so I'm leaving this decade. You know, I'm in my late 30s.
Yeah, yeah.
And so as I got older, I'm like much more intentional about, let me just take a chill pill. If I'm drinking, let me drink some water, that sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you start to take care of yourself more if you're in the right state of mind.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
that's
100%.
good that you're in dry January.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna. I don't know, dude. I'm like really considering not even ending it. Maybe dry February. Bring it on.
Well, that's like Tom Holland. He's like, I'll try dry January. Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like on Jay Shetty's podcast. He's like, I wanted to try dry January because I felt like I was drinking too much, and then I
Yeah.
just consistently I was like, you know what? I just feel good. I'm getting better sleep.
That's a big one. Yeah, that's a big
Tell
one.
me about it.
Yeah, that's. Oh my God, the sleep has been amazing. You know what sucks though is like because I was such a heavy drinker, the insomnia came in because I was used to sleeping buzzed, and when you're buzzed, everything's a fucking Tempur-Pedic, dog. You could like sleep on the floor and feel like you're on a cloud, and then when you take that away, you can be on the most comfortable bed in the world, and you're like, what the fuck? I can't sleep. So that was kind of hard to get through, but once I did, oh, best sleep ever, you know. Just the only thing that sucks about like being sober is like if it's part of your character and your culture and everything about you, which it is for me. That's kind of, you get worried that you're gonna lose your edge a little bit.
Yeah.
You get worried about a lot of things like
Comedy, your artistry,
Yeah.
like your personality,
Yeah.
like all that shit.
I was afraid, but I've heard from enough friends that like I'm not much different, so that makes me feel good. And then also I always compare this like being sober in 2026 is like being a vegan in the 2000s. Like you get called a faggot. You know, but you have to be like, you know, you find out who your real friends are, and that's kind of dark, but it's true. A buddy of mine thought I wasn't serious. He came to my house with like my favorite beer to fuck with me, and he's like, "Here, bro, have it. Come on." And then I looked at him dead in the fucking face. I said, "Let's find out if you're really my fucking friend." And he looked at me and he just went, and he didn't give it to me. I was like, "That's right, because if you weren't my fucking friend, you would keep going, and you'll probably get knocked the fuck out." Honestly, I'm doing this shit, and I find out you're not my real friend, and two, if you're not my real friend, who the fuck are you? Like, just knock your ass out in my own house. You know what I mean? But didn't get to that point.
Yeah.
I have good
I feel
friends.
ya.
I'm blessed, man.
Cool. Yeah, that friends are extremely important, and they could either, I guess, help you out or tear you down.
Yeah.
You know, because people are just people,
Right.
and you know, you could be used to hanging with some friends who are used to drinking, and they want to drink too, and they're not understanding of your sort of mindset and where you want to go.
Mm-hmm.
And so that could be challenging as well, because they'll just kind of be like, oh, you've changed.
That's lame. That's so
Right.
fucking lame that people do that to people. Like, then you're not the real friend. And I hate to say it, but you're not the real friend. You're the drinking buddy. And it's funny, man. I still went to the bar. I still go to bars. They have non-alcoholic options. Again, the vegan comparison. Like, they're forced to have vegan food at restaurants. Gordon Ramsay was always like talking shit about vegans. Like, he was like, right here we have a form of vegan. She's cured now. Here, have a steak. He would make, shit like that. But you know what? That movement got so big that became an option at his restaurants. Like, he had no other, he had to do it. You know what I mean?
I see what you're saying.
So bars, the same thing. They have to do it. They got these 0.0% heinies, which have been God sent.
Because they make you feel what?
Honestly, it's the taste. I love the taste of beer. I've always loved the taste of beer. And
Always?
Dude, can I be real?
Yeah.
I was like 9. I loved it. I had a Corona.
Yeah.
My grandpa wasn't nursing it. Like, he was nursing it. He had his back turned. I drank it. Shit. I felt like 2 lightning bolts hit my nipples. Like, I was like, oh, like, this is so good.
Wow.
Since I was a kid, I used to watch WWF, and Stone Cold Steve Austin was my favorite wrestler. Maybe foreshadowing my future alcoholism. So, like, he's so fucking cool, man. Just fucking pounding drinks and all buff motherfucker. I was like, damn, dude. So yeah, I was from a young age. I was really into alcohol, and then it really got intense when my mother used to give me alcohol. When I was like 15, she would like give me like a jungle juice, probably to get back at my dad. I don't fucking know. I don't want to dig too deep in that.
That's for a later time.
That's true. That's another podcast, dude.
Yeah.
But she's watching this. My mother's great now. She's great. But fuck, dude. It was a really alcohol-heavy culture in my house growing up. And it wasn't the good kind. It wasn't like, the uncle, like, here, have a sip, young man. No. It was like, get fucking blackout drunk and then wake up and not know what the fuck happened. And the house was a shitstorm, But story for another time. Circling back, these are now available in, like, bars. And you mentioned Tom Holland. That motherfucker made his own alcohol-free beer as well.
Did he?
Yeah. It was my phone listens to me, man. I fucking hate it because now, like, that's all I get advertised.
Free alcohol. No non-alcoholic beer.
Yeah, that's all that comes up now.
The one that it resonates with me, or not resonates, but like I've heard of, is Old Duels. Old Duels. Have you had that one?
Yeah, those are the OGs.
Yeah.
Those are the OGs of the alcoholics option is the Old Duels. Yeah. And I mean, it's crazy because they were the start of it, and now that movement has taken off so much. There was a study too that like 2025 was like the lowest year ever for alcohol. Like Gen Z apparently doesn't really drink that much. You can look it up.
They don't go out a lot.
They don't.
They
bro.
don't drink a lot. I've heard that.
And I'm not gonna say like, well, good, because no, I'm not that type of sober. Okay, have fun. You're in your 20s, only once. You're supposed to get fucking hammered, and have a good fucking time.
If it feels good. Some people don't like it.
If they don't like it, that's fine. But I think it builds character. Unless you want to create a generation of fucking soulless, non-personality, fucking doom scroll, brain rot ass motherfuckers, which is where it's going.
I see what you're saying, yeah.
Get out more.
I was totally shy. Not totally shy, but I was pretty shy like my freshman year in high school.
Yeah.
And my sophomore year, I started partying and started drinking, and I had a really good time. I opened up a lot. I created a lot of my personality from that.
Same.
And when I was sober, I was still able to keep my personality from that. And so I was like, oh, man, this is fucking great.
Yeah,
so
because you proved to yourself, I could be this person. The alcohol kind of pushed me in that direction.
Yeah.
Maybe come out of my box a little bit. That's good. They say it's a social lubricant for a reason.
Yeah.
Totally.
Yeah, so I totally agree.
Yeah.
Be able to experience being buzzed, having a drink and understanding what being buzzed is, I think is kind of, for me, the sweet point. To be drunk is like, you're losing your sensibility.
Yeah.
You're losing your sensibility and you're going way off the fucking deep end. But to be buzzed, you understand like, oh, this is how I could be. And you're able to kind of bring that back with you in a way, for me, that is like, I could integrate that. When I'm drunk, I'm just, there's stories to be told, especially the next morning when you're with the people that you've been drinking with all night.
Yeah.
And that's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
But I think for me, the benefits was kind of just like understanding what buzz is and being loose and being able to laugh and being able to make people laugh.
Yeah.
And just to let loose.
Yeah, I mean, it proved I can talk to that pretty girl, or I can punch that fucking bully. You know what I mean? All on the same night.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
it's proved that you can do it, and
Yes.
you know, this just showed that you can, but you gotta know when to stop. You know, and you're gonna like this segue, and I really hope they pick up on this. Alcohol is very heavy in the culture of being a UFC fan.
Yeah, totally.
Let's do it.
Totally.
Let's
Yeah.
do it, man.
The transition into UFC, I believe it's 324. Is that what it is?
It is 324.
324. We have the main event, Paddy Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. The co-main event, Sean O'Malley versus Song Yadong.
Yeah.
Derek Lewis is on there versus some dude I don't know. Rose Namajunas. And then let's start off with John Silva versus Arnold Allen. What are your thoughts on John Silva? What do you think
The
about
guy's a
him?
fucking animal. He's a fucking animal. He's part of the fight nerds, right?
Yes.
Dude's a fucking animal. Every time I see that guy fight, he goes for it. He really goes in there. He's very, like, fucking violent prone motherfucker, dude. He has that dog. He is the epitome of, like, that dog in you. I see it. You know? Yes, he may have been outclassed by Diego. However, if that ref weren't there to stop it, I don't think he would have, like, gave up. Hell the fuck. No, he wouldn't have. He would have kept going. He gives me that Nate Diaz element. You understand? Like, he'll just keep going. Zombie. Like a zombie motherfucker. But, you know, this is MMA. It's UFC. They had to stop it. He's getting pummeled. But I think Gene has that dog in him. I could see him taking it.
You can see him taking
Yeah, I
it
could.
versus Arnold Allen. That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I can see your point. And I could also see Arnold Allen, who is a very, very skilled fighter and a dog himself where he doesn't have a lot of quit. I seen him fight against, I believe it was Max Holloway.
Yeah.
And he did not quit. He was just outclassed, similar to John Silva versus Diego Lopez. And so that I think is probably going to win fight of the night.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my opinion. That's my opinion.
All
So
right.
let me call that out, and that's my guess for what's going to be fight of the night, performance of the night. I'm not sure, but fight of the night because I think they're both two dogs.
Yes.
And they both got good stand up, and I think they're going to go at it. And I think people are sleeping on that fight.
I love
John
it.
Silva. He in my mind is an interesting fighter because he's got an interesting personality, right?
Yeah.
He's great technically. He's creative. He has like really wild stand up that is unpredictable. And so I love his fighting style. Who do I think will win that? I think John Silva. I think he has more momentum. He has more experience in more recent times. And so
Yeah.
with the skills and the unpredictability and the recent experience, fighting in like a championship fight against Diego Lopez. I'm not sure if that was for a belt or whatever, but that's like championship caliber.
Yeah, it was
fighting.
caliber for sure.
I think that he got this one.
I like that. You think it's going to be decision, or you think someone's going down?
I think someone's going down.
Okay.
I think somebody's gonna fucking go down, dude. I think it's gonna be a TKO, John Silva.
Okay, let's go. You've heard it here, guys. Yeah, I think I'm going to say the same thing, dude. I would see John Silva knocking this dude out. But yeah, we'll see.
And then let's go to the co-main event because I don't really want to talk about Rose, except just kind of if you want to touch on that.
What are you talking about? Rose gave one of the most amazing performances against Carla. Like
Esparza?
That was the greatest. That's sarcasm.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay.
It was literally like the worst fight ever.
Yeah.
Rose
definitely fell off.
Dude, you remember there was a meme going around like, oh, if you want to get in UFC, watch this fight, and they give you like the worst fight, like as a troll.
I didn't see that meme, but
that
that's
actually happened to
hilarious.
me. I had a female friend, which is even harder to convert to a UFC fan. Let's just be honest. I'm not being a fucking misogynist, but this ain't Real Housewives, motherfucker. But I tried to get her into UFC, and then it was that fucking fight. It was that night. And I'm like, oh, you got to see this Rose versus Rose is badass. She just kicked fucking whatever her name is.
Zhang Weili.
Yeah, I was like, dude, it's going to be a fucking banger, dude.
Terrible fight. Yeah.
She's like, I don't think I'm a big fan of this sport. I'm like, fuck! But anyway, yeah, fuck that. We'll just go co-main, Sean O'Malley, Song Yadong.
Yeah.
Oof.
What are your feelings about that?
Oh, man. Okay, so Sean, I'm I love I love the way he fights. He's very exciting. He's very unique and all that. I think they're kind of gifting him this fight, knowing that he might
fall off.
Yeah, and they want to milk that. He's a cash cow. He's a showman. But Merab proved like there's obvious holes. I mean, for one, the first fight beating him indecisively, just easy. Second fight, submitted him. Okay? First of all, I don't even think he deserved the second fight. He only defended the belt once. Okay? That's just my opinion. But he got his, back-to-back with Merab and didn't look too good. Yadong, I think, is going to be a good matchup for him because it's kind of like a tune-up. I know I'm not trying to put Yadong down. I think he's great, but I think it's going to be a tune-up for O'Malley. Okay. What are your takes?
I think, I'm a big Sugar Sean fan. I watch his Instagram. I watch his podcast. I like his coach, Tim Welch, and they've been together forever. And their story from coming from Montana to going down to Arizona and living in a fucking apartment together. And Tim telling this fucking kid to, hey, dude, like, you have to learn to fucking wash your dishes after you eat and shit. Like, I followed their story for a long time. And I think Sugar is hilarious, and I love his fighting style. I love his swag. So I'm a big Sugar Sean O'Malley fan, and he games too, which I like to game. Yeah. And so, what do I think about this matchup? I haven't followed too much of Song Yadong. I know that he is a dog, and he is willing to fucking just fight to the death. That's what it seems like anyway. And he trains like a motherfucker. He's always in good shape, and he was part of the alpha male team. With Uriah Faber. And so my thoughts on this, I think Sean has a fighting IQ that is higher than Song Yadong's, and I think that similar to like Aljamain Sterling versus Sean O'Malley, that Sean will catch him and TKO him or KO him.
I agree. It's gonna happen. He'll take care of that. And you say you're a fan, so it's gonna be a good night for you, dude. Like, I think he's gonna do it. Not to say I'm not a fan. I am. I think he's very charismatic, and I love my fighters charismatic. You know what I mean? Like, it's good. If you're a good fighter, that's amazing. But this is show business, man. You gotta have that. You gotta have something.
He has a charisma, and he has a work ethic. So it's like you could be. It's like if you're cocky and you have the work ethic, you're okay. You're okay in my book. Yeah. You know, 100%. But if you're cocky for fucking no reason, you're just you're a tool. You're a fucking square.
But dude, sometimes charisma, even though they might lose, it'll outweigh the fights. Shout out Chael Sonnen.
Yes, exactly. Like Chael Sonnen, but Chael Sonnen's funny.
He's hilarious.
He knew he was a fucking. Just like being funny. He was.
I think he's still a great fighter. Don't get me wrong. The dude came this
Was
close.
he a champion?
No.
Not a champion.
No, but the ongoing joke is he's undefeated, undisputed, never lost around, blah, blah, blah. Like, that's the ongoing joke. But no, he never touched gold, unfortunately. He got close, though. Anderson Silva, 2010. They went all 5 rounds. Yes,
that was a good fight. He was beating up Anderson Silva.
Pummeled him. Found the hole in his game. Because Chael Sonnen's a well-gifted wrestler. He's like I think he's like an Olympic-level wrestler. And just pummeled Silva all 5 rounds, but left himself open for a triangle. Yeah. Got it. It was such a fucking crazy thing. But yes, he had the charisma. He kind of pioneered that, in my opinion.
He did.
Yeah, the heel, they call it. The heel in wrestling.
In
the
UFC.
Bad guy. Yeah, the bad guy. And he was so fucking good at it, dude.
Anderson Silva, you absolutely suck. Yeah, that was classic. That's a legendary line.
Conor took it and ran with that. Yeah. And he's
perfected it. He's the master.
He's the master. Yeah. He may have not touched gold, but he's a legend in my book in regards to show business, the entertainment aspect. And you know what, dude? Let's not sleep on it. He's a great fucking fighter too. I'll give him that. So O'Malley kind of possesses that charisma. You root for him. He's the main character. He has that vibe, So yeah, best of luck. I hope he fucking gets it done, and hopefully he goes on a winning streak after this,
Yeah, because I think he's now kind of at the tail end of his career. I think he's kind of said that in one of his Instagram posts or something along those lines, because he wasn't even the co-main event at this point, right? That's kind of crazy. You go from the champion to not even the co-main event.
Well, Nunes' comeback deserves that, in my opinion, because I'm a big fan. I love Nunes, Kayla Harrison.
They were fighting for a belt, though.
Exactly. Yeah. She deserved that. She definitely deserved the co-main. You know, if that wasn't there, I mean, it's not there anymore. Now, yeah, that makes sense as a co-main.
Yeah.
Fucking Nunes. I swear to God, I think she would have destroyed Kayla.
People think opposite in from my coworkers.
Yeah.
But I think that Nunes would have destroyed Kayla because I just think that she's a better striker, understands distance. I don't think Kayla would have been able to get a hold of her. The question would be like octagon rust, where Amanda Nunes was off for a few years and Kayla's been kind of more active in it. So kind of who shows up on the night really, because they're all fucking good.
Fucking Nunes shows up, dude. She shows up fucking 10 out of 10 times over Kayla, because Kayla's the same age, if I'm not mistaken, right? So you can't say like one's younger and has that youthful, like, you know, she doesn't have that on the same age. And when it comes to ring rust, Amanda stays active. She's always working out. She's always staying active. So I have an Instagram. I see her and she's still like constantly working out, constantly doing her thing, you know? And what I really, because I'm a huge Nunes fan, I really was like happy to see when they did that like face off. Nunes was bigger than you thought because she's taller than Kayla. Kayla like by herself looks fucking like fucking, she's Lesnar's fucking daughter or some shit. Like she's just like looks fucking, but when you put Nunes next to her, you're like, oh, yeah, okay. You know, so I would have thought Nunes won. And I think they're going to reschedule, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Yeah, I hope Kayla gets better.
Yeah, hopefully Kayla gets better.
Yeah.
And that fight happens. That would be a great fight.
Yeah.
Main event.
Yeah.
Patty Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje. What's your take, sir?
All right, so I'm going to ask you questions, and then you answer them. So who hits harder, Michael Chandler or Justin Gaethje?
Justin Gaethje.
100%, right? Because aggressively being violent is part of Gaethje's, you know, nature and all that, and he hits way harder than Chandler. And I'm gonna tell you right now, maybe Patty's team is working on this, but that guy does not know how to cover. He just doesn't. He has like the worst defense that I've ever seen. Like his chin's always up when he fights, and I'm sorry, yeah, you can take shots from Chandler. I could see that. You can't do that with Gaethje, dog. You leave yourself open, Gaethje will put you to sleep. And I believe Khabib's gone on record saying he's the hardest hitter. He says his like tongue like vibrated when he got hit, and like Gaethje's one of the hardest hitters in the UFC right now. You cannot be caught slipping with that dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna say Gaethje 100% ends this hype train, and I hate to use hype train because winning against Chandler, it's a big deal. It is, man. But
winning against Gaethje is a whole different level.
And having the interim, which this is a...
Is it an interim fight?
It's an interim.
Oh, shit.
A lot of people were mad because they said it should have been Arman. Yeah, but it's an interim, so...
Okay.
That means, you know, that they're going to face lightweight champ.
Ilia Topuria,
yeah. Wow. It's exciting. It's really exciting shit, you know? But I don't even know what's going on with that guy. He has a bunch of shit going on outside of the octagon that's affecting his
performances. Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, huh?
Yeah, it definitely does. For my take on Patty Pimblett versus Justin Gaethje, I think Justin Gaethje will take it. I know that Patty is hungry and he's coming up. He beat Chandler. He has great skills. He has great striking. He has great ground game. I think Chandler has amazing coaching. Gaethje has amazing coaching that he has developed a sense of technicality that is just fucking crazy. Like, he's very technical. He has strength and technical accuracy. He's amazing. And a game plan from Trevor Whitman. I think that Gaethje will take this. Even though he's older, I think he still has a few more fights left in him, and I think he has what it takes to get the job done. And I think I probably will go to decision. My thoughts are I probably will go to decision. Yeah,
that's a good take. Yeah, in regards to the prediction, I could see decision. Yeah. I could see it. Yeah. Fuck. So Gaethje by decision?
I would say Gaethje by decision. Yeah, that's my thought.
Interim belt, 5 rounds. I'm gonna say Gaethje. KO third round. Yeah.
Gaethje KO third
Third
round.
round, yeah.
What's the knockout? Is it a kick? Is it a punch? Is it from the left hand? Is it a straight?
It's a kick.
It's a
kick to the fucking head, to the dome. Scousers don't get knocked out. You haven't fought Gaethje, motherfucker. That's why, you know what I mean? Like, I could see it happening. And again, like, I feel like if people hear the podcast, they're gonna think I'm like against like star power, and because he's a star, you know. Patty's a star. O'Malley's a star. Me personally, I've been with the sport so long, and I've seen so many hype trains bite the dust that I just don't want to see it anymore. I think I know they gave him that fight over Gordon. Jared Gordon won that fight, and I stay by
against
that.
Patty?
Yeah, 110%.
I thought so too.
That was gifted to him. Okay? No, dude. This is a real test, okay? Not a washed Chandler, okay? This is Gaethje we're talking about. So, this is going to prove it.
We'll see what's up. If he wins, will you be a fan of Patty?
I will be. It's a great.
I'm a fan of Patty.
I am. No, I mean,
I like him.
I don't like what he said about my boy Ariel, but you know, yeah. I mean, he has it. He has it, right? And my niece isn't even a fucking fan of UFC, but she knows Patty. So that's how I know that he's like his reach is going far.
Yeah,
you know,
and he's international too.
He's international. Yeah. No, I mean, dude.
He has hype behind him for sure.
Totally has hype. Yeah. So we'll see, man. And
okay. And then I just want to touch on this last fight for UFC 325.
Ooh.
Alexander Volkanovski versus Diego Lopez, the rematch, part 2.
Yes.
Who do you got? How do you think it's going to go? What's your thoughts on that?
The heart says Volk, brain says Lopez.
Lopez.
Yeah.
Tell me about it. Why?
I don't think Lopez did a horrible job the first time. I thought he did just fine going against one of the greats, right? But I think those mistakes that he made are easy to fix. And I think he was respecting Volk's power, which you should. But I feel like if he goes for it more and just like, yeah, I think he could make something happen. He did drop Volk. At the end of the second round, I believe. So it's there. He has the power. Volk is getting older. And again, I want Volk to win so bad. I'm a huge fan. But if I were to put money on it, I would say Diego takes it because I think he corrected what he had to.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see where you're coming from. The first fight, I think Volk just outclassed him slightly. Outclassed him slightly and Volk is fucking amazing. After he beat Max all those fucking times, I was like, dude, I am such a fan of Volk. Yeah. Because whenever somebody beats a fighter that's my favorite fighter, I'm like, dude, yep, you got my respect. You got my respect. So Volk gained that respect, earned that respect from so many people. I'm sure. Yeah. And he doesn't make a lot of mistakes. Right, so you've seen in John Silva versus Diego Lopez, John Silva was just going at him, and then Diego Lopez caught him. Volk's really not going to do that, but he still does make mistakes, and I think you're right. I think Diego takes it because he's learned from his mistakes, and he's going to be able to catch him and maybe even be a little bit more aggressive in backing Volk up.
Yeah.
Backing Volk up. Because that's where Volk's shine is when he's like pressing forward. He's able to confuse you with his fists. He's scoring points. He's kicking your leg. And gets you off your game.
Yes.
I think Diego is more mature from the last fight and is intelligent enough to correct his mistakes.
100%. I love that. He's going to do Lopez. If he brings in that energy that he gave Silva, I think he could do it. And what Volk needs to worry about is don't get backed up into the fence. Because that's where his 2 knockouts where, you know, Ilya just put that pressure, and when there's nowhere else to like run, that's where he got fucked up. He needs to circle
So Diego
around.
needs to do that.
He needs to pressure him to the fence. Nowhere to run.
Fucking unload on him.
Yeah, and dude, honestly,
he has this fucking high guard, like he's
just
right here. He has his hands just aggressive, just really tight. He's an amazing fighter.
And on all honesty, too,
he's young.
Hungry. He's a gun. In all honesty, Volkanovski winning the belt back was already a beautiful fucking accomplishment.
Yes.
If he loses, it's fine. You could ride off into the sunset knowing I came back, I got my belt, I beat this kid, and I gave him one more. And maybe it came up short, but I think that it won't affect his legacy if he loses.
No, I don't think so either. His fucking legacy is cemented.
Yeah.
After he won the belt again, legacy cemented. One of the fucking
100%.
goats, maybe the fucking goat of the 145.
I agree, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Volk's will always be one of my favorite fighters. My fellow short king, man, because I'm fucking 5'7", he's 5'6". I love to see a fucking short man fuck another one up, dude. It's like, score fucking short kings, you know? Yeah,
for
man.
Sure, for sure. Chris, thanks, man. I appreciate your time.
Cool.
Thanks for coming in again. And cheers. Good luck, man. And I'll see you soon or something.
Well, yeah. We'll see what's up, brother.
Cool, man. All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thanks, bro.
Do the cool walkout? Nah.
Thanks, bro. Appreciate it.
Of course, man.
Yes. I will call Felix or Eric in here, and then we'll get this all edited. But we can take off.
That's fucking awesome. They do that. That's dope as fuck, man.
That was good, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it was
Thank
good.
you.
UFC came out so smoothly when we started talking about it. You know, I surprise myself sometimes on how much I know. You know what I mean? I'm like it just flows.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn, dude. These past month has been torturous without UFC.
Yeah.
Torturous. I miss it, dude.
Well, it's fucking here, dude.
We did it. We made it.
I'm gonna take a piss. Do you need a GoPro or?
Yeah, man. Do you get 28 West?
I don't think so. I'll probably try to watch it at home or something with Paramount Plus.
That's $8, dude.
Yeah. All right, Chris. Good seeing you, man. Take care.
Just letting you know, formally, I will have it at my place.
Okay.
You're always welcome. You know.
Thank you, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
Eric with a K. All right. You guys have a
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and then I'll take off.
And you guys are
Yeah, we're done.
Gotcha.
When do you think the